How you doing there, my dear friends? So good to see you. It's Dan. Oh, man, what a great day it is. I'm live. Right now, I'm live in beautiful, beautiful Miami, Florida. Oh, the joy. See what I did there? Made you think for a minute. Wait, Miami? No. Not really in Miami. I'm in beautiful Oak Lawn. Way more lush and tropical than Miami. Great to see you. Hey, I got something I've been thinking about on my mind here a little bit. And this is one of those topics. I know that this can be a hard thing to do. This falls into that category of real easy to talk about. I talk a lot. Very easy to talk about. Not so easy to do, especially if we've been deeply, deeply hurt. Or maybe even betrayed. This can be very hard to do, I know, but it's important for us at a certain point. We got to come to a point where we forgive and we let it go. Forgive. Let it. You say, what are you talking about? I can't just let this person off the hook for what he did. Look, I understand. I get it. If a person has sinned against you in a serious way, that's wrong. It's very bad, and it's a very significant matter. I get that too. In fact, when someone has sinned against us in a deliberately hurtful way, it can be damaging to our souls. It's damaging spiritually. It's damaging psychologically. It's a big deal. I get that. I get it. And look, if there is some possibility that we can sit with the person, maybe we even have to get another party in and help facilitate, but if we can sit with the person and the person could acknowledge the matter and we can talk and the person could apologize, obviously that's ideal. If that can happen, we want that to happen for sure. But here's the thing. We can't control what another person does. We don't have any control over that. Maybe the person would choose to apologize. Great, but maybe the person will choose to never acknowledge what they have done, to never apologize for it. But in the meantime, we have to continue to live life. We got a life to live here. And so at a certain point, it's going to be important for us to forgive it and let it go. Listen. For our own sake. For our sake. Now, we're going to come to a point at which the forgiveness of this person is for the person too, of course, but it's going to have to do at a certain point with our own peace of mind. It's going to have to do with our own spiritual health. It's going to have to do with getting this person out of our head. There's a quote, I've come across it several times, numerous times actually, and I've seen it attributed to many people, so I don't know who's the originator of it, but it's a great quote, and it goes like this. Unforgiveness is like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. Think about it. It's a very profound thought. I'm not going to forgive him. I'm not going to forgive her. That'll show him. Yeah, except that when we refuse to forgive, it's like we're the one taking the poison. That toxin is in us. In the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, in the Bible, we're told to forgive each other. And then here's what it says. Forgive each other just as in Christ, God forgave you. If you're a follower of Jesus, I know not everybody who's watching this is, but many of us, if you're a follower of Jesus, that's the standard. Forgive just as in Christ, God forgave you. He forgave you. So here's a great question. How has God forgiven you and me? How has he forgiven us? Freely. Joyfully. How has he forgiven us? Completely and totally. Complete and total forgiveness. How has he forgiven us? Beyond what we deserve. By the way, that's called mercy. I can tell you this. This much I know for this much I know for sure. God has forgiven me. I can tell you this much. He's forgiven me of way more than I could ever forgive anyone who's done me wrong. Way more. I promise you that's true. Therefore, since that's true, it's important for me to be willing to extend forgiveness. Again, really, even in a certain sense, for my own sake, extend forgiveness. Hey, my dear friends, my dearly beloved friends, it's important for you too. Forgive it. Let it go. Hey, you know what? Move on. For you. Move on.